Welcome, everybody, back to the Kung Fu on Command podcast. This is episode number 2. I am your host, Brandon Lindsay, and I am the head instructor at Vienna Kung Fu. Today I want to talk about, in today's society, why do we need to train Kung Fu or any martial art? It's gonna be a good one. You see, in today's society, in the United States, guns, well, pretty much all over the world, guns, but mostly in the United States, guns. There's guns. What do we need to do Kung Fu for? There's boxing. There's knife fighting. What do we need to learn how to fight with our hands for? Or any martial art. What do I need karate for? Or there's MMA. I can take a kickboxing class. Or why do I need that when there's drones? See, there's a lot of technology. So with technology, a lot of people think, why do I need to train martial arts? If I want to defeat someone, I can just, do away with them. I can call the police. Anything. That's what people think. Well, I'll tell you why. People train martial arts, and in my case, Kung Fu, it's not always about the fighting. I mean, half of the times, it has nothing to do with fighting. It's more like an inner journey. It's really about the journey. It's about training for something big and being ready to handle yourself when that something big comes your way. Being ready for the opportunity, being prepared. It's about a lot of things. I tell you, since I've been training martial arts, when I was younger, I used to get in lots of fights. But since I've been training martial arts, training Kung Fu, I don't get into fights anymore. The crazy thing is, I learned martial arts to learn to protect myself, preparing for these fights, and I don't even get into fights that much anymore. And then it hit me. I was training, and I learned that I didn't have to fight. By training martial arts, I actually learned that I didn't have to fight by training Kung Fu. I learned that I had a choice. See, back when I was younger, fighting all the time, I didn't think I had a choice. It was like kill or be killed, and maybe it is still like that. I was scared a lot of times. But masculinity in Western society, it says you're not supposed to be scared, you're supposed to be a rock. So, I was doing my best rock impersonation, like all of us men are doing. And sometimes it's really you're a mountain, and sometimes you feel like a pebble. But I was scared a lot back then, so I thought I had to fight. Training Kung Fu, putting yourself in the worst predicament possible, which is where someone feels that they can put their hands on you and assault you. I train for that every day. All of a sudden, when you're training for somebody trying to murder you, kill you, rape you, or whatever, all of a sudden, when it's like time to get some meet a requirement done at work, or any task smaller than actually saving your life, you learn how to be calm and trying to save your life. Practicing martial arts, like everything else is like almost like a cakewalk mentally. I'm thinking, of course it's a challenge and it's hard, but like you think, well, no one's trying to kill me, so why not fix this problem in whatever area I got in my life? Or it's like understanding the situation, how stressful the situation it is, and understanding that, oh, I need to really go in because this could be bad. I don't know. So Kung Fu, martial arts, it taught me awareness. But yeah. Let's get crazy! But it's number two why it's not always about fighting, training martial arts. The second reason is really nobody wins in a fight. And I'll say it again, nobody wins in a fight. And you're like, what do you mean? People do win fights all the time, Brandon. Sifu Brandon, Coach Brandon, cousin, brother, dad, I got all these titles, husband. What do you mean? No one wins in a fight. Clearly, the guy who knocked the guy out, he won. That may be true in sports. But in a real fight, when it's not sport, I'm talking about a real fight where it's war and not sport, nobody wins. Because you knock the guy out, a couple things can happen. Trust me, I know from personal experience. You go to jail. Maybe you kill the person, maybe you punch the person and he or she fell and bust their head wide open. You didn't mean for that to happen, but they're dead and now you're in jail. You killed the person. That person maybe didn't kill that person, but you whooped the person. Now that person's suing you, and now you still go to jail and didn't pay money, because you're probably gonna go to jail no matter what. Or the retaliation. You whoop this guy up, the next day he comes stab you, and instead of stabbing him back, you shoot him. Or he shoots you. So then there's death. So that's what I mean by nobody wins in a fight. Now, however, when it's war, there is sides, and there is a side that at least is alive. There's a dominant side. You can definitely win war, but it's not all sweet in victory. And sometimes you don't get a chance to learn in defeat. And what I mean by that is life plays for keeps. So even if you win in a fight, quote unquote, you win the war, you still got to deal with that karma of the things that you did to get there. And you know what? make sure that your karma, will be good to you. So Kung Fu's not about fighting. It is about not fighting. See what I did there? It's about not fighting. It's about doing something. It's about understanding that you have choices and you have options. Never let nobody force you into a situation. Don't force yourself in a situation. And if you do, there's Kung Fu techniques that you can practice to get out of it. So don't give up hope. Not until it's over. In this world, I believe people need to hear that. You see, the biggest lesson you learn in martial arts, or that you probably wouldn't learn in like maybe pistol shooting, maybe you would, but I don't know. I'm saving learning, mastering pistols until I get in my 60s, as if I get there. I got this rule, like during my 30s, I want to make sure I really master the hands. During my 40s, I want to master knives. During my 50s, then I want to master pistols. Then rifles, 60s. All with the intentions to use them, but the plan to never use these skills. But instead, use the real secret that you learn when training a martial art, especially Kung Fu. And the real secret is, well, I could tell you, but it'll cost you. Because it's one hell of a secret. And when you know the secret, when you find out, you're gonna laugh. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell it to you. You won't even believe me until you find out for yourself. That's how good of a secret it is. Real secret is Kung Fu teaches you how to be a leader in your community, a noble person, a person of virtues. It helps you establish virtues. Maybe learn how to gunfight teaches you that, or whatever sport. I know basketball because I played basketball. I'm sure football, American and the global football, which is football. Some people say soccer, but I know a lot of people like to call it football. You can learn a lot of stuff through these team sports. But martial arts is the sport of Kung Fu, because I don't want to speak for everybody. But at least the way I teach Kung Fu is that Kung Fu is the skill of really looking at yourself and understanding who you are, and then doing whatever you want to do about it. So anyway, I could go on and on why Kung Fu is not only or all about fighting, or why no one wins in the fight. But just those examples, I feel is like overkill and is good enough. So anyway, that's been my time. My name is Brandon Lindsay. We're live at Vienna underscore Kung Fu on Instagram. And this is the Kung Fu on Command podcast. I'm out.